Welcome to this beautiful sunny day. It's April 21st, 2023. Just so happens to be Steven's birthday. Happy birthday, Steven! I hope you all caught his little short yesterday for 420. It was kind of cute where the chickens were doing some reggae. Anyhow, what I'm doing today, like every year this time, is I'm celebrating the Earth Day. But Earth Day's tomorrow, but I have an actual job I have to go to. So today we're planting. Every year I like to plant, to do my part, I'm going to plant some fruit trees. And I was lucky enough to find apricot trees. That's what I don't have. So far I got 3 trees to plant today, 2 apricots and a plum. This will make 15 trees that I have so far on my growing food forest. I think only after that I'll just need some cherry trees, which I found the perfect place to get some, but 3 at a time because it's a lot of work. We got mine over here digging the holes, and these holes, as you know, have to be twice as deep and twice as wide as the root ball on the trees that we bought. So this year I'm going to do something a little different because usually I make my trees work for a living and establish themselves, and I don't give them any fertilizer and I don't give them any food. But I'm really worried. I've had an apricot before. Oh, it's got a little bud on it, a little flower. I had apricots before and I lost them, and I don't want to lose them because they are associated with longevity, and if your longevity dies, that's not really good. So we got to keep these guys alive. They're also associated with beauty, both the plum and the apricot. This is they're considered golden plums, some people call them. This is an early golden apricot. A prunus something armeniaca. I don't know. I should have looked that up before we filmed this. Anyhow, so they're really having fresh apricots are just amazing. They're really great in vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin C, all good for your skin, great for your eyes, wrinkles no more, and really good for your liver for whatever reason. You can eat them fresh, which most people don't have them fresh unless you got a tree, because they've been in the store for quite a while. And you can dry them and have dried apricots. I'm sure everyone's had them. Apricot, whatever, can them, make a pie, all sorts of stuff. Well, we're not going to get any apricots unless we get planting. So let's get started. This year, I'm adding this tree tone, organic tree tone. This is, provides all the nice nitrogen and phosphorus and calcium and all that good stuff you need for a tree. It doesn't provide calcium. I lie. That's why I got bone meal. Bone meal is made of bones, because you understand that all this dirt, everything on earth, has come from something's died to make dirt. That's detritus. So we're going to put like dead stuff in our hole, right? So just like something died there, natural, making soil. That's the circle of life, people. And this is something I cannot believe I bought. I'm shocked. But I bought myself some moo doo. Now, moo doo obviously is what you think it is. It's cow poop. Okay, I bought cow poop. God, I really must love these apricot trees for me to do that, and the plum. I have some of my own poop, not my poop, my chicken poop from when I had chickens, and I made some really nice mulch. Not mulch, what do you call that? Compost. I've got that, and I have some nice mulch that came from some trees that I had trimmed and taken care of here on the property that were growing into my roof. So, first things first, let's fill this hole with some water. Mondo's digging the other hole. He's wonderful. My soil's not great, but it's going to get better. Anyhow, I learned something really amazing today while I was at Agway buying my fertilizer. I learned, so help me God, the great gentleman that was helping me said that we have officially, since January, switched from Zone 5 to Zone 6. That's amazing, people. The world is changing. It's shifting. I don't know if it's a good thing. It's probably not a good thing. But it means that we are actually getting warmer. They clock this. They measure this over a time period. Look at the averages. And we've changed zones. And, you know, we notice, hey, isn't, you know, winter getting later and later before we get snow, before it freezes? Are we not going to get a frost? I don't think we are. So, but to be on the safe side, check your actual specific locality to find out what zone you live in, because even me and all my kids, aside from Mercury, who's away at college, all live in the same county. And though we all live in the same county, we live in different zones. So there's actual, in different regions of your locality can be a different zone. So I'm putting some water in here. I'm going to check the drainage. Probably not good drainage, but I don't know. We'll see. We hope that improves with the tree. The tree roots will grow down. As you know, like in the past, here I'm going to add my compost. In the past, we said, somebody told us to dig a square hole. And does that matter? Well, the jury's still out. The idea is if you dig a round hole, the roots are going to swirl in a circle and the plant will be root bound, just like it is in the pot. So the idea is if you have soft soil square, the roots will maybe spread out more. I don't know. I've never went back in the dirt after I planted a tree, so I have no idea where those roots are going, but they're growing nice. My plums, my peaches, my pears, my apples, they're all doing very well. So the first thing we're going to put in the compost, and then I'm going to take some of this tree tone. Never used this in my life. Dig a hole twice the size, blah, blah, blah. Discard, blah, blah, blah. Place in a hole. Feed twice a year. Ha! I've never fed my trees ever. I do now have put some of my own compost on top of some of them with my own mulch. Sprinkle tree tone around the drip line. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some of the old soil back in and add a little bit of this. 3 pounds, 9 cups per inch, up to 2 inches. Shut the front door. I'm going to put a little bit in. How's that? This is just the way like I cook. Who knows? If you want to do it accurately, follow the instructions. Talk to my guy at Agway. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to put some in the hole. How's that? I've got gloves on. That's new. Yeah, I usually like to touch the dirt because I like to come in contact with all the microorganisms. That's what we're trying to get here, people. We're trying to get microorganisms because they are so important for soil. Not dirt. Look at this crappy dirt. It's going in there anyhow, and we're going to amend it with this. I don't know how much. We're going to do it until it tastes good. No, don't eat this. It's poisonous, for God's sakes. It's only good for plants. As much as we like sun and water, like trees, we don't like plant food. So we do need these nutrients that the plants eat. We need those micronutrients and minerals and stuff. It's just we get them by eating their fruit. That's how we do it. And so I'm going to put a little there. I want to put some dirt on top because I just want to put that down the bottom so the roots go down to get it. I don't want my tree getting this fertilizer on its roots because I think that's dangerous to them. And that's why if you have chicken poop, which is wonderful, rabbit poop, wonderful, make sure it's not the first year. Make sure it's been composting for a while because it can actually cause damage. Poop is good. We get all freaked out about poop in our yard and all this and that. Every time a bird flies by, the geese go over, they poop, the deer poop. I have a woodchuck that comes here and poops. There are bunnies that poop. If you want to come to my house and poop, go ahead. I won't care because poop, my mother used to say, shit makes the corn grow. That's it. I said it. Now, I still use Mercury. If you're watching, I'm using my hands for shovels. Yeah. What's everyone doing for Earth Day? Earth Day started, first it was on the spring equinox on 1969, and it switched to April 22nd on 1970. And we've been celebrating, mostly was a form of education, protesting. But we didn't do stuff to fix the earth. So what's happened since 1970 is our climate and our earth has gotten astronomically worse, not better. Let's turn that around, people. Let's make it this the year that it matters. This is the year. Stop using those disposable cups, you know, for your coffee. Get rid of the straws. Get rid of the laundry soap containers. Go on to Handmadens. Find out how to make your own laundry soap. Do it at home. You don't have to use the same container over and over and over and over. Okay? Make a difference. Your mother is sick. When your mother's sick, you need to take care of her. And these are the ways we take care of her. Okay? That's what you're supposed to do. Mother loves you. She gives you everything you need. She gives you food. She gives you shelter. She gives you clothing. So when your mother needs you, it's time for you to get off your rear ends and help her out. I'm not saying that to anyone personal, but just in general, you know, Mother Earth, Mother Nature needs you. Okay, so now let's see this baby. What do we got in here? It's got a, oh, I didn't know it was going to be like that. It's got a big metal clip here. Let's see. That's interesting. Can take quite a few years before you see fruit. Who knows, you know, it's patience. But I'm planning on being here for a few years, okay? I'm not going anywhere. I might be here a few years trying to open this package. Hello? Anybody with a brain here? If I only had a brain. This is the place I got this. It was hard to find. What do you think? Do you think I need wire cutters? I can't figure it out. What?
Really?
I do? Okay. Maybe you can pause that while we get some wire cutters and we'll come right back. Okay? Okay, so we're adding bone meal. Again, it says wear gardening gloves when you're feeding your plants. You can put all this stuff on top of the soil for your plants that are already established. I would like to thank the critters on Earth that gave their lives to make this possible. All the stuff I'm using is organic. And it's rare that, like I said, that I'm going to use that. I'm going to mix some more soil in there with it. And I did use some on my tulips this year, my bulbs, a bulb tone. That's tree tone, and I used bone meal, and they came out beautiful. And if you watched my planting bulbs, guess what? The deer didn't get my tulips. I'm so pleased. Gorgeous. Okay, so we got this. I'm gonna get down in there and mix it up a little. There we go. Rich in calcium, really important for trees. Now we're gonna take this guy's jacket off and take its sweater off. He's wearing a turtleneck. Oops. And how you doing, Mondo?
Good.
Good. Good. These are hard work. We're not using any fancy equipment. With only blood, sweat, and tears in this project. Not so many tears. Why is it so? Only trying to get these guys this out of its packaging.
They're always here.
Little tears. Mondo's doing the hard work. Well, clearly, these scissors for God's sakes. Oh, I'm sorry. Ah, jeez. Well, we're on. Okay, a little more. Oh, my camera person, she's a cutie. She'd let me just sit here all day and take a nap. Okay, whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, this whole guy's falling apart. What do we got here? This makes me nervous. Oh, that's it? That's the little tiny roots? I've never seen anything like that. Wow. So that's gonna have to go in there like that. Whoa. Put that stuff in there, whatever that is. Okay, yeah, because I want this little nub above the ground. So we've got to backfill a lot. Okay, there we go. I didn't see that coming. Okay, here we go. Probably, well, and we're going to want to have him very straight. Mondo, I think I'm going to need you to hold this guy up. Okay, like that. What's your favorite fruit trees? What's your favorite thing to make with peaches and pears and apples and plums and apricots? Tell me, give me some ideas. Maybe I'll cook them on the Handmaidens. Drop a comment below. Hey, and if you're new to this station, if you don't mind hitting subscribe and maybe the notification button, because it is a little hard to find our channel. It's not the easiest. We're a small channel. We're okay with that. Not hiring people for every little thing that needs to be done. Being independent, resourceful, and sustainable. You know, there's people that are preppers that do this all the time. And there's people that do it just because they feel like it's a good idea. There's other people that do it as an effort to combat modernization. You know, hear those cars? I lived here my whole life. Not in this house, right around the corner. And you didn't have traffic like that. The times are changing, people. And some of the changes are not good. So we need to find ways that we can combat the damage done by our modern ways of living. Every time you make your own fruit, that's one less trip to the market. That means the fruit isn't being shipped around. It means that you have less packaging. It means that your food is fresher. It's more nutrient dense. If the quicker it's on the longer it's on the tree, when you have fruit that's in cold storage, the longer it's there, it loses nutrition. So by the time you get it, or you get fruit that's processed, it's no longer the same as with the day it was picked. So there's many good reasons for starting your own food forest. You can plant things like onions and garlic around your fruit trees to keep the deer away if they're a problem in your area. Okay, let's get that a little straighter. Hold it like that. Build it up over here. And loosen up. There it is. Okay, that's good. There we go. Okay, we know the trees. We got Laura here. And Mondo's still here. Laura's watering one of the most important ingredients for your tree for the entire first year while it's getting established. By the way, establishing trees Small trees are easier to establish than big trees. So don't be like you gotta have the, it'll catch up. It'll get there, don't worry. Just keep planting trees every year. You don't have to worry. You'll always have some fruit to eat. Okay, now I'm cutting into, we gotta turn that off, Laura, because I'm not sure I want to make poo soup, but we're gonna do something. We're gonna put Moo on this, approved for organic farms. Compost is considered a soil conditioner rather than a fertilizer, even though it contains plant nutrients, essential trace elements. So this is improved soil structure, holds moisture and inorganic minerals, increases porosity, reduces soil crusting and erosion, and adds and attracts soil organisms and adds nutrients.
Can we talk about the most delightful part? The artwork.
Yeah, would you like to show me?
It is a close-up of a cow's butt.
Oh!
So that you don't have to imagine, so you really know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Cow butt.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
Anytime you drive by a farm and you see the cows, don't you still go, cows? I do.
Yeah, obviously.
Right? Well, we used to call them moo-moo cows when you could see the moo-moos. Anyhow, remember that? Laura?
Yeah.
See the moo-moos?
I remember laying on the floor of the car because I'm old enough that we didn't wear seatbelts. And I remember laying on the floor of the car dying because of the smell of cows. Really?
Yeah.
I wasn't a good country girl when I was little.
Chicken poo
I wanted to die.
smells a lot worse sometimes when they spread that as fertilizer on the farms than cow poo. In my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm a poo expert. Look at that. That looks like, that's
beautiful
beautiful. Come
That's
on.
the nicest poo I've ever seen.
Come on. So we're going to put quite a few inches.
Mondo, look at this poo.
I did.
Who knew that poo could be so beautiful? There.
I can't believe this is happening.
If you have animals, you know, you got pets or whatever, you don't know what to do with that rabbit, that, you know, old Peter Rabbit, save his poo. It's worth a fortune.
So I heard, and I don't know if this is true.
Use his poo.
Right, I think rabbit poo isn't so burny.
That doesn't
So you
burn
can
like
just
chicken
put,
poo.
right, chicken poo will burn, so you have to compost chicken poo, but rabbit poo I think you can just throw right on.
Right.
Now, another thing that we had in abundance was children.
Children's poo?
And I'm wondering, I liked to, I'm going to confess this now that I'm done doing it, but when I soaked the cloth diapers, I would water the garden with the poo water.
That's why you're oops, I'm sorry. Oh, that's why your sunflowers were bigger than ours.
That's why my everything was bigger.
Oh
because
my
I used
God,
diaper
she
water
would never
to
tell
water my
us.
garden.
She told her secret. Oh boy.
Oh, well.
Now, if you like that bit of information, if you could please hit like and subscribe, we'd love to have you hang around. Okay, on top for the final piece of what we're going to do for this one tree is we're going to use my homegrown
Mulch.
mulch. Thank you. Mulch.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
She's got to eat those apricots.
Right on top. I know. I don't know if it helps with memory. It just makes you beautiful.
There we go.
That's
That might open one and
Mom, look what I found.
okay. And there you have it. From the hole to the tree planting. We put in some compost. We put in some bone meal. We put in some organic tree food, shade tree and fruit and shade tree food. And we put some cow manure and we topped it off with some mulch. And then we will water it again. And we're going to water it every day for the whole season. Okay, and then maybe in about a month or two, we might add some more manure on there, or more mulch, or more compost to keep this fed for its first year, because we want to have a successful growth during the first year. Okay, that's all for now. Everybody, please let me know what you're going to do to celebrate Earth Day. Take care of your mother. Drop it in the comments below. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Say goodbye, folks.
bye.
Bye. Peace. Love you.